What is up, diecast collectors? We are back with another diecast video on the 9446 Network channel. And today, we are in the next episode of our Kyle Busch 5-pack review. Here is the Kyle Busch 2021 Twix Texas win. And this is an absolutely beautiful looking paint scheme. And the first car we reviewed from that pack was the Skittles car. And of course, now we're going to be reviewing the Twix one. And it is absolutely an interesting paint scheme. Twix has never made a diecast, has ever had a diecast made ever in their lives. And now we finally got one. This is really, really cool to have this. And of course, we have the sticker that says the Xfinity 5-car race to win set. It's an exclusive. You cannot get this anywhere else except the 5-pack. So we're going to take a look at this one next. Hope you guys are enjoying these Kyle Busch Xfinity reviews. I know it's Kyle Busch and the Xfinity series. Woohoo! Kyle Busch can only win in the Xfinity series. Yeah, this is definitely going to drive that point home, but here it is. Out of the packaging, and my, is this a beautiful diecast. I mean, holy crap! Holy Moses, this thing looking spectacular. Now, I do remember the cookies and cream of this paint scheme being canceled. So, yeah, this is the only Twix one you can get in any way. Like, this is an absolutely spectacular diecast here. So, number 54, and that Joe Gibbs Racing logo is sinking. So, you got the 30 right there. So you got Supra right there on the front, Toyota, another great looking. So the quality control for the front end so far, my diecast reviews of these Supras have been good. So you have Twix right there, and is those little marks supposed to be there? I hope they are, because if it's not, yeah, that doesn't look right. But yeah, it is a race version, so I would not be surprised if those are paint chips right there. You got the Twix logo right there, nice and big on the hood, sending the message, driving the point home, as Kenny Wallace would say. You got the Xfinity logo right there up top. You got Simpson, Sunoco, Goodyear, NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR Xfinity Series, Mobile One, ARP, Rowdy. You got the 3 race winner stickers. So this, you can tell this was really early on. You got Toyota, JD Gibbs, Mac Tools, that blue logo that I cannot read. You got Interstate Batteries. You got Sherwin-Williams, Lincoln Welders, and Mobile One. Twix right there. You have the back, which is Twix, so no funky sponsor on the back of this one. They just put the Twix logo back there. This looks like a NASCAR Heat creation. I mean, look how small and tiny Twix logo. Look at all the space between the taillights. Like, you see where my 2 thumbs are? That logo could have been that big and that wide. No! We're just going to make it tiny. You got Twix right there, 54, Supra, Toyota again, and the realistic rear view camera. The trunk lid tape right there. You got 3 more little dots right there. Twix, Kyle Busch, and the number 54. And my favorite part of this paint scheme, other than its color, is that it's the only car in the 5-pack to have colored numbers. Pretty interesting fact right there. All the other ones have the black outline and the white number fill-in. However, this one has the colored numbers. You can see it's now white with a dark red number fill-in, which is different. It is. That's a good thing that they did. Okay, so you have that going on right there on all the sides of the car. Now it's time for the paint scheme and the race version. So for the paint scheme, you have that giant Twix logo, right? And you have the Twix candies on the hood right there. It looks like it's got some caramel and chocolate in there. So that looks really, really good. And the rest of the car, well, it's just a Twix logo. So on the side, you just have the big stretched out Twix logo. These giant, big logos stretched out on the side always look nice. Yeah, some of it gets cut off, but, you know, it's a big logo. It's meant to be. It's meant to be Twix and nothing else. Got Twix on the deck lid big and the tiny Twix logo in the back, which I still can't get over how tiny that is. Black spoiler. The splitter does not look to be raced on this one. It's just a standardized black splitter. Let's get into the race detail. Woohoo! So you have the tire wear on this thing. You have the grill, which is also pretty banged up. It actually is got some wear to it. Now, I don't know if he got in the back of somebody. Now, I did watch this race, but not in full. So I do remember this paint scheme and Kyle Busch winning. I do remember being pretty upset that Kyle Busch won because I was pulling for Hemrick and those guys. But yeah, that's what I said about Xfinity Series. Nothing special about it. But for the diecast, look at that raised wear on the front end. And, of course, the grill tape, which the Xfinity Series still has. And yes, this one has different grill openings than the last one we reviewed. The Skittles one, you actually only have one grill opening, which is right in the middle of that Supra grill. Right there, so you have that. And you got the white and red tape with those ding marks and all that. I want to get a closer look at the hood, though, because there could be some more race wear on it. It looks pretty clean on the hood. The nose has got some tire wear, obviously. You can see some Ben-Day dots on the logo right there, which is a comic-style graphic where you just have, like, the dots over it. Really nice looking. That is actually part of the paint scheme. And you can see the Ben-Day dots continue throughout, like here, here, and here. I mean, even on this side as well, it's pretty much the same detail. I really like that. That really does remind me of that Spider-Man movie. It just has the details of like a comic book. And it continues on to this paint scheme. Who knows? This could be my favorite one. Actually, this one might be my favorite one. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Other than that, not much to the paint scheme itself, but as for the race version, which we're going to get back on topic here, we got some scratches around the wheel wells, which usually happens in these races. You have white side skirts. Now, I don't remember the white side skirts being this bold and intense on the real-life car. But, like, on this side, it's higher than the other. So, is that accurate? It's not a Lionel error, because it actually is on the real car. I don't know if it's my eyes playing with me, but they look pretty bold on this side compared to the other. But yeah, you do have that going on, so I'm pretty sure that's a template thing. You got the little jack thing, so they know where to lift him up. Side skirts with the boltings on it. You've got a bit of wear and tear, mainly wear and just like black tire marks across the side. You got some scratches right there on this wheel well, as well as this side's got some marks on it. And of course, all the wheel wells have something to them, but of course, the wear of the rear fenders are going to be way more intense, considering that's where he does the burnout. And when you do a burnout, the rubber goes flying, it just cords and just rips that apart. You got the exhaust panel with some brown burn wear to it. That is burn right there. I mean, wow. The detail on these race versions. You do have some pretty bad bang mark in the same place as the Skittles one. You got a dent in right there. And now that right there, though, that looks very Lionel. Let me see if I can get this here. Looks like that's very Lionel. I mean, look at how that decal, and there's a chip on top of it. That's crazy how you try to get these like tiny corners to get wrapped, and that's what happens when you try a little bit too hard. Well, I don't try a little too hard with that. You got a little bang mark right there from the race. Bam! And it actually took out part of the 54, and part of the taillight's dented in. Part of the exhaust is also screwed up from that race version. You got the rear view camera right there. And, of course, you got the back having, of course, some wear and tear. The tire wear. Just a bunch of tire debris and things of that nature get slung around the car. I mean, it gets flung everywhere, and you just don't know what parts of it can get on. But, I mean, this is absolutely spectacular, especially when you get close-ups of it. You can notice all of it. And, yeah, sometimes Lionel, you can't ever tell what's supposed to be there and what isn't. But, yeah, a fairly clean race version. Not too much going on with it, other than you got the tire and debris and the side skirts and just the details of an actual race car being on the race version. The wheels don't hang on this one, so the suspension is better on this one than it is on my Skittles car. So there you go, a little bit better there this time, so they can be proud of that, right? And of course, you got the Goodyear in that dark blue color. Black or dark blue? It looks more like a blue. Yeah, that's definitely a blue. Really, really nice looking one. Twix, though, yeah, a lot of people may not like this one the most, probably because of the color, but You know, the color is pretty interesting. It's got that, like, caramel, brightish, yellowish, goldish, like a dull gold color, almost. As you can see, that's the way they sprayed it. Other than that, very interesting. This is an interesting piece here. So I'm going to review the whole car. So here's the front of the car. Toyota Supra, once again. Shout out to Toyota. Spectacular car. Here's the hood. Here's the right side. Here's the back. Here's the deck lid. Here's the roof. Here's the left side. And the chassis of this Twix Toyota Supra. Really nice looking car. I love the way this one looks. This is an absolutely spectacular one. It's definitely eye-catching, and when I was watching this Xfinity race, this was definitely the paint scheme. One of the paint schemes I was eyeballing because you can't help but notice it on the racetrack, and that's the thing about these candy ones. Well, I love the idea of when they make paint schemes for Kyle Busch that are not just M&Ms. You actually get Skittles, Twix, and all these other ones. American Ethanol. I'd say the most outlandish of all these race versions would probably be the Extra Gum car, which that's going to be a fun car to review. But yeah, guys, this is it. This is the Kyle Busch Twix Texas race version. This is absolutely a spectacular one. Now, the one thing I will say, that these would have been all nice cars to get in, like, individual releases instead of having to get the 5-pack to get all 5. But, you know, people were naturally just going to buy all 5. So you see, you know what? Let's just give them the 5-pack. Because if you do try to get one individually, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. And, of course, the 124s, I cannot even imagine a 124 5-pack. But, yeah, that's the review of this car. So, I hope you guys like this one. So, what do you guys think of it? Let us know in the comments down below. Thank you guys for checking out this diecast review. Comment, like, and subscribe. And we will see you guys in the next diecast review and the next Kyle Busch diecast Xfinity for the Xfinity week of review. So, thank you guys for checking this one out. Comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next diecast review. And, oh wow, yeah, the Rowdy, I keep thinking I have all the details, and yeah, that's a Rowdy logo, and American Ethanol. Alright, now we got everything, so, thank you guys for checking out this diecast review. Comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next diecast review, and the next Kyle Busch 5-pack episode, and we will see you guys in the next one. We'll see you guys next time, and always remember to make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals on your diecast.